Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to the Operation Heal 100 Hearts channel where we do what? Focus on healing, humor, and hot motherfucking topics. What's up, my nosy neighbors? What's going on? Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year again. And let's get to these dear DJs because I know y'all missing them. Before we get to that, let me say happy 4th anniversary to Dear Deja. Dear Deja turned 4 years old this weekend. I have been doing this work since 2021, and I am still incredibly proud of it and incredibly thankful to all you folks who tune in, who send your letters in, who give me your feedback, who become Operation Hill 100 Hearts participants. I truly appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit the like button on this and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into this letter with y'all nosy asses. Okay. Dear Deja, I need some advice. I've been in my relationship for 5 years now. My boyfriend is turning 30 years old this year, and I want to throw him a surprise party. Okay, that's one part. Part two is my boyfriend is a twin, and his twin is a bum. Lazy, codependent, greedy, and needy. I don't know what the twin telepathy thing is about, but she definitely has my man hypnotized. It irritates me, but I mind my business and allow them to figure it out. Now, according to them, they celebrate their birthday together every year. Great. I don't want to stop or get in the way of that. Part three is I'm putting a lot of effort and money into making this birthday celebration a wonderful event for my man, and I definitely want to include his family in that. But what I cannot and will not do is purchase everything twice because of the twin. If she had money to contribute, then yes, sure. No problem. If she had a spouse or family member willing to fit the bill on her behalf, then yes, sure, no problem. But I can't throw a birthday party for the twins when I'm only fucking one of them. I honestly don't know how to navigate this, and I need to start planning soon. Their birthday is in June. Please let me know what you think I should say or do. Signed, I'm with him, not the twins. Okay, let me take my sip of water. All right, my dear. Okay. I can see how this could be hard. Right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on this video. Number one on the list, if I'm understanding you correctly, you're basically saying that you want to do something special for your man for his birthday, right? But you're saying that a part of what you want to do, you feel like you have to also include the sister and do for her as well because they are twins and they're used to doing things for each other, especially around the birthday time. Let me start off by saying this, right? You never want to interfere with your spouse's family, right? You never want to come and interrupt your spouse's family dynamic. You never want to interfere with them in the way they have things running. You never want to put yourself in a position where you're making your spouse feel like he has to choose between you or his family, right? Because in my opinion, most times folks will go with their family because that's who I have, that's who I'm related to, that's who I know, that's who I've been around the longest, so on and so forth. But that's really contingent upon the situation. What I will say is once again, you don't want to interrupt their groove, right? That's part one, right? Like how you listed it. But let me give you part two. The signature of your letter said, I'm fucking him, not the twins. And that's exactly what I think everybody needs to remember when this situation rolls out. Now, what I will say about giving him a birthday party, I do think that's a very sticky situation because not only do we celebrate everything together every year, so on and so forth, but if there is going to be a time when we celebrate your birthday, then it's my twin's birthday too. So are we only going to stand up in front of the room and honor me and pretend as though this person is not there? And I could see your boo not wanting to do that to his sister, right? So giving a party is a little tricky. But at the end of the day, if you're hell bent on doing that and this is your money and your effort and your time and your energy, then you have to make it incredibly clear that you're doing this the way you see fit for him. right? Because, like you said, if the sister doesn't have a spouse that's willing to come and say, hey, listen, well, I'll help out and we can make it a surprise for both our boos, then. And if there isn't a family member willing to say, well, I know you doing everything for Harry. How about you let me do that part for Sally and let's include them both in the party? Okay, great. Like you said, that would be cool. But if nobody is coming to offer up anything aside from suggestions and input, but no money, effort, energy, or time, then you can't really factor in too much what their opinions and suggestions would be because it's your money, right? I think that again, he's turning 30, so I'm gonna have to assume you're around the same age, right? That means that everybody recognizes that you all in this situation are adults, right? Everybody in this situation is an adult, and if we're all grown, and I want to do something as an adult for my spouse, I don't really think that other adults should be so bothered by it because it's not like, once again, you're sleeping with both of them. I'm only sleeping with one person. So if I want to do something for that young person because of the relationship that we share, then everybody else around us pretty much has to understand that because we're the two in the relationship. It's just, once again, I think it's going to be sticky when it comes down to things like birthday parties because remember, you're now putting this person on a pedestal and highlighting this person at this moment. You're doing so because it is their birthday. They're a twin. It's also the other person's birthday as well. So I could imagine that you would get some negative energy from the family, if not just the sister, you know what I'm saying? Because it could make them feel as though you are trying to separate or exclude, the sister and possibly bring a wedge between their relationship. And again, I'm going to be honest with you and say I wouldn't be totally shocked and appalled if you got that energy towards you because, I mean, it could definitely seem that way, right? And I feel bad on the other end of it because it seems like what you said in your letter is that you want to give your man a surprise something. So that means he has no input. So I wonder how he would feel if he found out that you planned all of this and you put all your money up and you gave me this big surprise, but you left my sister on the outskirts, and that's something that he never does, especially when it's their birthday. So my next question that I would be asking if we were sitting in an Operation Hill 100 Heart session is there a way to include her where you don't have to invest any more money aside from what you would be, right? So, like case in point, let's just say whatever you're telling him to get him to wear whatever he's gonna wear at the party, right? So let's just say you're telling him, yo, we're going to an all black affair on his day. Make sure you have black. How about making sure she has on the same color so it could look like, they're in unison, right? Would it be a problem if you got him a birthday cake and you put both their names on it, or you put happy birthday to the twins, right? Would it present an issue if some of the decorations seemed unisex, so it looks like you're celebrating a boy and a girl as opposed to it just being a party for a male? And again, I understand that trying to do two things when you could be doing one can become costly, which is why I ask, is it an issue of those little changes adding more cost to what's already there? Because how I'm looking at it is, if you tell a person that's making a cake, hey, how much, if you ask a person how much to make a cake for you and they say, well, $3.50 and you can put a name on it. If they tell you that, if you tell them that instead of me putting a name, can you put twins? Are they going to say, okay, that'll be $35 more, $40 more for you to change the one name to another word, right? You see what I mean? So I'm trying to think about like how costly would it be to add just those little tweaks so she could feel included. Because if they're that close and he's already used to doing things for her and with her, and he's always used to assisting her and making sure she's good, if now you come along and you do something for him and you don't do the same as he would do, I think that is going to be some tension there. You know, and I don't only think it's going to be on the sister and possibly the family's part. I think once he finds out everything that took place, it will be some on his as well. And even if there isn't, I think if the sister shared that there's some tension on her end, the brother will have that same telepathy that you talked about earlier in the letter and have those same feelings. And the goal here is not, according to you, to, make this an upset for you and your relationship. You're just trying to do something nice for your boyfriend. But is it really a nice thing if you're going to exclude my sister, the person not including everything? Something to think about. I'll take it a step further and say it doesn't seem like from your letter I didn't get the energy that you and the sister have the best relationship, right? First of all, you called her a fucking bum. So that would suggest to me that y'all ain't really that cool, which is fine. You don't have to be. The only thing about y'all not being that cool is I will be forced to ask the next question, which is some of these exemptions, right, and exclusions from celebrating because you don't care for her in particularly. If that makes sense. Because I feel like if you did kind of take a liking to her and y'all had like a really good relationship, it would be more so either A, planning together for the brother, or coming together to plan for the party and how that would look for the both of them. But I think the energy and effort is not there to do all that for her because you're looking at it like, bitch, we cool, but I don't really fuck with you. And one of the reasons why you probably don't really fuck with her is because what you just said, she's a bum. Now, granted, I'm not saying that because I don't know this woman from a hole in the wall. I'm just saying how it could appear from what you wrote in your letter. And once again, I'm never here to tell anybody, oh, you need to be friends with this person, or you need to build a relationship, because that can't always happen. When we're being realistic and looking at the times we're living in, maybe it just might not be a space for you and that sister to be a tight, close-knit or tight bond the way you would like, or maybe even he would like. But you have to factor in it if you're going to be in a relationship with him, what's important to him? Who's important to him? And if his twin sister is important to him, then unfortunately, my dear, you're probably going to try to have to find a way to make her important to you too, especially when it comes down to things like this. Now, case in point, let's just say the sister was graduating from somewhere and he was trying to get you to go to the graduation. I mean, that's something where you could be like, well, I'll sit this one out. You guys go do that as a family, because you know that's not something where if you're included or excluded, it would make a world of a difference. He would just be inviting you to extend an invitation. But when it comes down to now, you putting something together for our birthday and kind of low-key excluding me, yeah, that's going to cause an issue. That is definitely going to cause an issue. And it would be one thing if my assumption was, oh, that would just cause an issue with maybe the sister or maybe his family. I don't think that's cool. But even I would even be okay if that was just the case. But I think it's also going to cause an issue with him as well. Another thing is too, like I said, I would be also asking you to dig deep. Is this whole nonchalance about including the sister more about because I don't really fuck with you? And is it also, I don't really fuck with you because I think you're a bum? Is it I don't really fuck with you because I'm jealous of you and your brother relationship? You know? And I'm not saying these things are true. I'm just saying there's some things to examine because of the energy that you projected from your letter. It makes me feel like nothing personal happened between you and the young lady. You just don't really fuck with her. And one of the things that you listed in your letter that I can tell you viewed as a negative was that you felt like she was a bum. So could that be the reason? Who knows? But in any event, you can find out if you come get your Operation Hill 100 Heart session. So my dear, I gave you the best feedback that I could give regarding this situation with the information I was given. If you would like more feedback, if you would like to go into more detail, if you would like to have more conversation, if you would like to give me more context about this, I suggest you come in for your Operation Hill 100 Heart session. Ladies and gentlemen, your girl is back. You guys know Aquarius season is upon us. It actually started today. Y'all know this is my season, and y'all know it's up and it's stuck around this time. This year, I'm trying to of chill, keep it low key, don't do much because I have some other irons that I want to put in the fire for this year, and that requires me to scale back on some of the things that I normally would do, right? But y'all know I'm always coming. Y'all know I'm always coming BIG, so don't worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit the thumbs up on this video. If you are new here for 2025, what's up? Welcome to my neighborhood, and you are my new nosy neighbor. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Come on in here. Don't knock nothing over. Sit down and be quiet, and come be nosy and get all the information. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Dear DJs are on the way, and I'll see you soon.